do Nazi forests, haunted marriages, and looping hotel nightmares have in common? Welcome to The Final Cut, your daily post in horror. I'm your host, Travis. It's Tuesday, September 30th, and we're back in the studio after a week of madness in Austin. As the dust settles from Fantastic Fest 25, the horror world just keeps moving. Today, we've got new war creatures, Arabic language horror making global waves, and A24 locking in the next genre, Mind Melter, from Together director Michael Shanks. Let's dive in. All right, first up, Kiah Roache-Turner, the mind behind Beasts of War, which played here at Fantastic Fest last week, is back with Dogs of War, a new World War II set creature horror launching sales through Architect ahead of AFM. The film follows a British commando unit dropped into a Nazi-occupied forest land, only to find something even more terrifying than the enemy. Sounds very similar. The squad must ally with their foes and legendary Soviet sniper Lady Death to survive. The cast includes Daniel Weber, Bart Edwards, Masha Basman. Special effects comes from Model Form and Resin, with Wellgo USA dropping Beasts of War next month. This one's a gnarly blend of myth, war, and monster mayhem. Exactly what fans of Overlord and Frankenstein's Army have been waiting for. My question for you guys is, would you survive a force where the Nazis aren't the scariest thing out there? Let us know what your answers would be in the comments ahead. Next up, Telfast 2 has picked up The Vial for Saudi Arabia, following its best horror film win at Fantastic Fest. The Emradi-directed psychological horror from Mahid Al-Ansari centers on a woman whose life is shattered when her husband takes a second wife, triggering an ancient evil rooted in cultural tradition. With backing from Image Nation and a powerhouse production team, including Roy Lee and Steven Schneider, The Vial is set to premiere across UAE and Saudi theaters just in time for Halloween. Between its domestic resonance and global horror appeal, this could be the start of a new wave for Arab horror. My question for you guys is, are horror fans finally ready to embrace Arab language films at the mainstream? Let us know your answers in the comments ahead. And finally, A24 has officially boarded Michael Shanks' new project, a mind-bending sci-fi thriller titled Hotel, 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 Hotel. The Together director, fresh off that film's $32 million global run, will write, direct, and produce this story of a man trapped in a surreal hotel room, and he must team up with different versions of himself to escape. The script was on the 2021 blacklist and is now backed by Adam McKay's Hyper Object Industries. A24 fast-tracked the deal after Together proved Shanks was more than just a Sundance breakout. It's the real deal. Expect casting news soon and production to start early next year. My question for you guys, if you were stuck in a room with multiple versions of yourself, would it be teamwork or total chaos? Let us know the answers to that question in the comments ahead. Today's take: the global horror boom isn't a trend, it's the new normal. From The Vial in the Gulf to Dogs of War in the trenches, filmmakers are using horror to reimagine their own cultural mythologies, and when someone like Shanks gets picked up by A24 to follow up a hit, that's not luck, that's movement. Watch closely. The world's getting smaller, but horror's getting way bigger. Which story stuck with you the most? Dogs of War, The Vial, Hotel, 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 Hotel? Got tips or scoops? DM us at HMUNCUT and your story might end up right here. That wraps up today's edition of The Final Cut, your daily post in horror. Once again, I'm Travis. Make sure you keep your eyes open, your ears sharp, and as always, until next time, keep the lights on.